These are the 10 ways that men test women. Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaite. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high value women secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I will share with you those 10 ways on how men test women, why they test women, and how to survive their tests, don't forget to take my free self-awareness test to find out are you behaving as a high value or a low value woman, which I will drop down in the video description box below. Also, if you have not heard about it yet, get my book, which is called Devoted Relationships. It's available on Amazon if you would like to become high value from the core. Also, if you like my merches, goals and not the drama, you can get it on my YouTube store or on my website gretabereisaite.com. So the main reason why men test women is to see what is your character like. How do you react to certain things? A lot of times, based on your reaction, he gets to find out how you feel about him, how you're going to treat him in certain situations. Will you stand up for yourself, or will you let him walk all over you? Will you hold yourself together and will have a full emotional control and self-discipline, or will you just throw a tantrum and will go crazy on him? And based on that, he will then decide, are you a girlfriend material or more like just a casual fun? So without further ado, the number one test that guys take on women is, are you easy? A lot of guys will go on a date with you and will charm you. They will tell you the most beautiful things that you would like to hear. How you are the one and special, the only girl in a world for him. How he has just met you and you tick all the boxes. How he has never met a girl like you before. He might listen all night long to all your stories. He will listen attentively so it looks like he really cares. Therefore, you will start to feel like he is the one. Maybe you don't want to miss your chance, and as a lot of women do, you might sleep with him on a first, second, or a third date. I know a lot of you might call these type of guys players, and yes, you can call them this way. However, it takes two to tango. And if you are falling for these types of games, what does it make you? It does not make you very high value, does it? It does not make you very wise. It actually makes you naive and gullible to believe a man that's telling you you are the one who has just met you literally 5 minutes ago. And if you fall for these type of tests, games, the outcome of it is he labels you as easy, therefore you fail his test. Even though this example sounds like a trap and it sounds completely brutal, well, ladies, welcome to reality. Number 2, acting cold. Men act arrogant, egocentric, standoffish, while showing off in the meantime their achievements and how wanted they are. To see your reaction, to see how you will behave. Before charming, he might test you by coming across a bit arrogant to see will you pursue him first if he acts standoffish, self-observed, and is showing off. And if you will pursue him first because you will see him as a catch, then you will give him a signal that you don't need to pursue or charm me because I like men that are standoffish, that are arrogant, and that don't pursue me. Therefore, whenever you will behave in an arrogant way, I will keep chasing you. So what happens in this case, he kind of labels you as a chaser, as a woman maybe even who's desperate and who like desperately wants a relationship, who desperately puts herself on a plate, and long term he will start to lose interest for you, because men will always lose interest in women that pursue them. Yet it doesn't mean that he's going to reject you and dump you completely. Instead of dumping you, he could just use you as a friend or as an ego stroke when he is dumped by a high value woman and he needs to cry on someone's shoulder. Number 3, he might nag at you or will say something a bit mean or disrespectful towards you by putting you down to see how will you handle this. Will you get insecure and you will try to impress him? Or will you banter back, or will you stand up for yourself? If you will get insecure and you will try to impress him, he will feel like he has upper hand on you. Therefore, he'll start to manipulate you more and make you more insecure. And over time, he'll start to get bored of you and take you for granted, because you'll come across to him as a people pleaser and somebody that likes him too much to stand up for herself. Therefore, not just men, but a lot of people in general just take advantage of people like that. Number 4, what I notice men do a lot, probably majority of men do that, is when you tell him you have plans and he asks you purposely on those days when you told him that you have plans. Now, why would a guy do that? He will do that to see, will you cancel your plans for him? Do you care more about him than your plans? Will you just get so excited about seeing him that you will drop your plans at the last minute? Ladies, you can call it disrespectful for a man to do that. And yes, it is disrespectful, I agree. However, it's also a test to see how much he means to you, how much you care about him, and also how self-disciplined you are, how much in control of your own life you are. Will you just push things aside for whoever you like and will just drop your life for that person when we ask you at the last minute? Or will you stick to your plans? It shows character, it shows self-respect, shows that you are taking care of your life and that you're valuing it. Number 5, this is very obvious one, but I thought to mention it anyway. It's when a guy knows you are free and he asks you out at the last minute to come to his to watch Netflix and have some fun. Especially in the beginning stages of dating, the first couple of dates, if you do that, he will automatically drop you into an easy category, and 90% out of time he will not make any more effort than this with you going further, because his goal will be achieved with minimal effort. Therefore, what is the point to make more effort further when the main goal is achieved already? And also when you're showing by your own behavior, you're just settling for the first date of or second or third date of just Netflix chill and just having fun together. Number 6, he might try to say something bad about your family or friends to see will you stand up for them, or will you agree with him and will try to please him instead. And if you will try to please him instead, you are showing to him that he has more value in your eyes than your own family and friends, which will give him a lot of security. And at the same time, it will make you come across somebody that no one can really trust. Because if you're talking bad to your guy friend about your family and friends, and you guys get married, very easy you will talk bad about him in the future to your friends and family. This test would show that you are insecure, people-pleasing, a low-value person. Number 7, if he's been texting you every day all the time and now suddenly he doesn't text you for a couple days, he might test to see how will you react to this. Will you chase him? Will you pursue him? Will you get insecure and vulnerable and be like, what's wrong? You know, he might just test to see your reaction. Or on the other hand, you just focus on your life and you're like, okay, he's a man, he needs to pursue, he needs to lead. So, you know, I have better things to do than wait for him on my phone. And in the meantime, I'm busy working on my business. As this way, you will show, you know, I don't have time for your games if you're playing a game. But if you're not playing a game and you just need space for a few days, that's fine. You'll come back to me when you want to talk to me, when you want to charm and pursue me again. Therefore, if you will not chase him after he has not texted you for a few days, you will basically send him a message that, look, I'm not chasing you. It's not my job to do that. If you want me, you will have to come after me. Number 8, he makes you jealous. So when you are with him, he might start to flirt with anyone and everyone. It could be the most ugly girl you have ever seen, and he'll seem so into her and so interested what she's got to say. Or it might be the supermodel walking past and he'll be checking her out, making sure that you notice him checking her out to see will you overreact to this. He might also do things such as when you are together driving, he'll pick up the phone and call his female friend from his car from no reason and talk to her for 15 minutes. And by just hearing the conversation, you will realize that there was no reason for him to call her. It's more just a show to you that, look, I'm wanted and I have female friends that I call just like that, just to see how will you react about this. Will you ask him more questions about who's the girl? What did you talk about? How do you know her? What's the history, etc. It will show that now you're getting a bit worried, you're getting a bit insecure. And if you will question him like that as a reply, he might tell you something cheeky or will plant a seed which potentially could make you even more insecure, and this whole situation could just end up being a complete chaos. And at the end of it, he just calls you crazy and jealous. Honey, you failed the test. The best reaction in this situation is no reaction whatsoever. If he's calling a female friend in front of you and is talking to her for no reason, but when you will give no reaction to it, you're going to show that I'm not insecure, I do not perform in circus, and I don't watch the circus in my house. Therefore, he might get insecure why you didn't get insecure, or he might just be like, she's not jealous, she's not crazy, she passed the test. Number 9, he might ask you to go out of his way for him very soon in dating. So he might put it on you, and even in the first couple of dates, to ask you to cook for him. And if you will start to make him 3-course meals, slave your way to make that dinner, yes, he might eat it, but he will very soon get bored as well, because especially in the beginning of dating, it's a man who should be charming. It's a man who should be impressing you. When you start to do these things for him, when he didn't deserve it, he will take it for granted and he will keep pushing you for more, to do more of these things. And if you will do more of these things, he'll just keep taking you for granted more and more, because you're giving him the best parts of you when he didn't deserve it yet. Saying all of this, again, ladies, of course you should treat a guy nicely, but before you treat him nicely, first you should check, does he even care about you? Does he have feelings for you? Has he invested into you? And then you can treat him nicely here and there. So you can even test a guy, like you can, after he has invested quite a bit in you and you feel like you would like to reciprocate, you can do something nice for him, but then you need to see, is he appreciating it? If he's not appreciating it, you step back and stop doing nice things for him. If he appreciates it, after a while you can do a nice thing or go out of your way to please him again. If he appreciates it, that is great. If he doesn't, you step back again. But never go full on trying to impress him and show what a wonderful girlfriend you would be, because guys are not into that and it can come across as a high form of pursuit from your side, which will be a big turn off for him. And the number 10, how men test women, it's quite a funny one, but it's very true. You are blonde, he might say that he loves brunettes. Or if you are brunette, he might say that all his exes have been blonde. So that way he's like planting a seed or making you feel insecure that perhaps he's not attracted to you enough, or perhaps maybe you would dye your hair blonde for him. The other examples could also be that, you know, if you're a bit curvy, he might say that all his exes were supermodels. Or if you are from Eastern Europe, he might say that all his exes have been Latinas. And now you're going to Latino classes, right? And you're trying to copy these girls' behavior. Or now you're dyeing your hair blonde because all his exes have been blonde. Ladies, if you will behave this way, he will feel again that he has the upper hand, that you don't love yourself enough, you don't feel like you are valuable enough to him just as you are. Therefore, you're changing yourself in order to please him. When you do this too soon, men start to take for granted women very, very quickly. However, on the other hand, if he's telling you that you should change this or you should change that, and those things would be healthy for you to change, as it would be self-improvement, then yes, you could do those things to improve yourself rather than to please him. However, you should never do these things too soon in dating or in a relationship, because he will just think that you're doing it for him. So ladies, these are my 10 ways on how men test women. If you liked this video, please press like. Let me know in the comments below what did you think. Join Greta's High Value Women's School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be women of high value and bring out the best in our men. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. If you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, how to set in healthy boundaries in a relationship, I have a high value women package for sale, which is available on my website, or you can even buy these videos separately from my website also. And if you would like some one-on-one coaching with me or a member of my team, book us through my website, which is called gretabereisaite.com. Thank you for watching. Kisses from Dorset.